Welcome back to the channel. So, as you saw in the last video, we destroyed something in the back end again. So, let's start off and rip this diff apart and see what we've done to it. Take her up in the carport, pull the axles out, drain the fluid, pull the center out, and we'll see what damage we've got. Let's get her up in the carport. God damn it. Why am I racing this thing? It's because it's different. That's all it is. How are you going to get it off? Oh, not too bad at all. Oh, this thing's going to dunk on the floor. Alrighty, we're out. Let's drag this sucker out. See what we can do. Oh, can you see the twist? You got a twist, alright. They both got a good twist now. Let's have a look. That's actually not as bad as I thought. Huh, maybe it is just a Lokka. So yeah, let's have a look at these two in comparison with each other. So, long side's definitely got a curve in it, a bit of a twist, but I don't think it's much worse than last time. Short side's just got a slight twist in it. So that doesn't look too bad at all, really. Not compared to what I was expecting, so yeah, it's definitely got a wheel in the Lokka. Alright, tail shaft out. Oh my gosh, that was horrendous. So it turns out, I don't know, I'm gonna have to look back in my videos and see what I've done, but since I had this out last time, I reckon I've lowered it, and the tail shaft is now too long, and it physically could not come past the little nut on the pinion. So I had to put the big ratchet strap on that side around the chassis. I was pulling it. I had two podgy bars in there, prying it, and eventually it let go. But I've loosened off all my things. I took the slapper bars off, the U-bolts are loose. I was trying everything, trying to figure out what happened. But no, I reckon it has to be the lowering it. I've just gone too low and the tail shaft's now too long. So add that to my list of things I've got to get done in 10 days. All right, let's get this front part of the diff out and see what sort of carnage is inside. Alright, I'm gonna but my gosh, that was a mission. I reckon I just spent close to 45 minutes trying to get this tail shaft out, whereas normally I think the most it's ever taken me is about 3. Hang on, there we go. Righto, so I borrowed one of my mate's little rudder guns, and we got all the bolts off the ring gear, so we can rip that sucker apart now. It's always been my hassle getting this sucker off, but because these things have to be tight. So yeah. So I have got my new Lokka. So it was the one I bought last time I done the pretty much same thing. And so we'll just get this ring gear apart and we'll pull this Lokka out and see how the cam gear's looking at, because the 4Drive Systems guys told me last time, they're like, oh, the cam gear's showing signs where if you put it back in, chances are this is going to happen again. I'm like, yeah, I know boats, so just put it back in, because you know, you gotta cut corners and save money. Alright, let's get this cam gear out and see how she looks. Oh, let's try this up. Yeah, that's seen their day. Look at that. Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's terrible. Got chunks missing out of them everywhere. Yeah, they definitely they'd lost their edge. Yeah, this whole face is worn off. Chunks out. Yeah, they were dead. Oh wow, big chunks out of that one too. They'd seen their day. I just lost a part, it fell on the ground. Oh, here we go. That could be a good reason too. The spring retainer thingy was snapped in half. That'd be that one. Huh. That's probably what failed then. First. Or later in time. So that's what it's meant to look like. Alright. Okay. Bits break when you don't treat them right. These ones look... Oh, there's some chunks off here and there and everywhere. That's not as bad. Yeah, chunks off of here. Yeah, they're trashed. They had a life. Okay. Now, shimming land. This should still be shimmed, because I never pulled the shims out. Oh, the shims are here. Where are my shims? There's a shim. Oh, they're on here still, are they? Oh, there's my shims. Okay, they need to come off. So, yeah, last time they gave me all the shim kit to shim it out to the right height as well. Right, tolerance, not height. So let me get all these shims off, and we'll break open the new kit. But pretty sure there's an instruction manual which I need to follow to make sure I get my shims correct and my tolerance is right, and I'll fill the form out. This one, space it across shaft clearance into cam clearance. I will fill this out correctly and send it into them, so that way it can be warranted this time, because last time it was not warranted. Anyways, all right, let's get these cam gears sorted and get it back together. So I've chucked all the washers back in on the sides they were, because previously I had set it up correct. So from there, you have to get your two inner cam gears. They got to go this way, like so. And yeah, this is the fun bit. I'll put it that way. The very fun bit, because these have all got to go in. They've got to be very, very precisely, nicely done. which I always suck at it, but hey, let's see what we can achieve. So in here, in your what do you call these things, your intercam spaces or something, I think that's what they are. There's meant to be between 6 and 20 thou clearance between the little spacer and your cross shaft. So that's a 9, and the 9 goes through all sides perfectly fine. And then the 20, where's me 20? That should be 18. Oh, there's 20. Had it out already. 20. Oh, I can just get a 23. So maybe I need to adjust my spaces a little. Oh no, it's come out, that's why. Anyway, nope, 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 and nope. Cannot get that 20 in there. Good. So, that's good. That's what we needed. Alrighty, so pull it all out. So the shim kit is all in the right order now. Pull it out, put the cam gears back in, put the springs back in. Now I've done it the correct way. Alright, let me do that, and then we'll show you the tolerances with the cam gears. Note to self, make sure you put the intercam spaces in the correct orientation. Oh, time number 5 of slipping this baby together. I think I would have learnt last time, but apparently not. Apparently not. And if you're wondering, that's what header pipes do to you when you forget to insulate them. So when I blew it up, last year, I had the headers wrapped prior to when I did that. But when I had it apart, I pulled them off, I painted the headers, I done all the other stuff. I think I threw my header wrap away, and I never ever bothered putting it back on. Now, after burning myself multiple times, I wish I put my header wrap back on. But hey, who's smart enough to remember where the heck I put it, or if I even kept it? Alright, that's loose. Alright, let's get these last 2 tolerances, which we need. We need to have intercam clearance. So our intercam clearance is this one in here. So, and it needs to be between, I think it was 145 and 165. Yep, between 145 and 165. So, too much effort measuring stuff the right way. That's 100. That's 175. That should be 150. That's 160. Okay, 160 just fits there. Just fits there. Alrighty, we're very close to. Let's see what we can adjust to get to 165. It's a 15. If I take a, I need to go up 0.004, and that's should be 169. Don't rely on this being, it's 163. And can't get it in. Oh, maybe I can just get 163 in. Okay, well, that's interesting. Interesting. Maybe I'm just too open. Let me ring the Lokka guys and have a chat. Righto, so I ended up with 151 thou gap between the 2 faces of the cam gears, and between the cross shaft and the intercam spaces, the little tiny ones up in there you can't see anymore. I had 8 thou of each, so very much on the tighter side of all our tolerances, which we're meant to have. So on here it says 6 to 20 thou, or 145 to 165. So we've definitely gone on the tighter sides of both of those. Alrighty, I'm gonna whack the ring gear back on and put it back in the housing and try and start it up, putting it all back together. Alright, let's get this done. Righto, so you can't really see all that well under here, but we have our center back in. So I set the backlash and I preloaded the bearings a little bit, so that's a mission on its own. If you want to have a look at that, go back and look at the last one when I was mucking around with that. So for now, we've got to tighten up our hangers, then our clamps, and put the slapper bars back on, the tail shaft in, or I have to show you the new what I've done. So seeing we had so much trouble getting the tail shaft out, I took a measurement and we got 2 inches cut off that sucker. So hopefully now it just slides on in so much easier, and correct length might help us with a bit of traction issues or whatever we got going on, instead of it pushing as hard in, because it's not going to do the input shaft into the back of the transfer case any good. Also putting all the front end back together, but I'm not going to bore you with that. That's just all the axles back in, front, drive, tail, like your diff center, all that as well, that end. Because 4B drags, it's a requirement. Functioning transfer case, 4 drive, all the rest of it. So she's going back in, gaining all the weight back. We don't have fuel tank day, so we don't have, it's at least, and the back one doesn't have the bash gun on it. So we are down a bit still, but it's got to be done. Got to be done. All right, let me tighten all these up. It's not really interesting watching people tighten bolts, so I'll get that done. Then I'll show you the tail shaft. Alright, so both clamps are on. Got the slapper bar back on. I did have to replace the back U-bolt. It had a bit of carnage and it wasn't tightening up anymore. So I did notice the last couple of rounds that this was no longer touching here. So I'm guessing it's because the bolt had loosened. So once that goes on the ground, it'll load the spring and that'll push back up against here. So that should be good. Now, new things I want to show you. In amongst all my diff parts, I've just got exploded in here. So that's the ring gear off the front one. I've got to put it back together before I put it all in there. I think there might have been a bit of a misalignment in here somewhere. I couldn't quite get the spacings right, so that's why I've got to put that back together. But we have new axles. Remember? New splines. Bit of a twist in our splines. So we have new one to me. Now, already gone through the machine shop. He drilled out all the dowels to 10mm holes again for me, matched it. There is a, he made this, I can't get it out. In there, it's a template and it matches up, so going forward if we ever destroy another one, we can just go in there with the template and boom boom, Joe Girardi, job done. Alright, let's whack in, actually I've got to make the gaskets, so I've got to cut out the 10mm holes. Now around here through my bomb site, our newly shortened drive shaft, look how shiny they made it for me. So once I got it in, I do have to grease up this grease nipple, it'll put the compression in it. I'll put that diff center back together. Oh my gosh, I got some work to do and very little time to get it done, because it's literally 2 days on a trailer off to Willowbank. Videos are way behind compared to reality here. I'm sorry, but it's just taken a bit to do the work and do the editing. We will catch up eventually, maybe by the end of August or something. I don't know, but we'll figure it out soon. All right, now I have multiple gaskets. I have these ones, then I've got more in there, and then I've got more in one of these drawers. I have got gaskets for days, so just making sure, no matter what, Willowbank, I'm taking the old axles with me, just in case. Got plenty of gaskets. I'm going to take all my spacers and all the rest of the junk. Yep. Oh, I got a new filter too, so I'm going to chuck some different oil in. Engine oil wise, I'm going to be putting in. Doing a bit of an upgrade, and we're going to the Nylon, so high zinc street track racing stuff, because that's all the Troopy does. Track and race. A little bit of street when I'm driving to the race, but that's got to go in before I drive anyway, because I drained it the other day. And also got the diff oil down there. So all right, my brain is going a million miles an hour. I need to get cracking. Yeah, I'm just going to whack this together and I'll show you when I got it closer to done. Righto, so I think we're wrapped up for tonight. So diff's in, front center's in. Can't find my tail shaft. No idea what I've done with it. Anyway, got to find that, bolt that sucker in too. Wheels are on. I've put the oil filter back in. I've got to put the oil in. I've got to put the oil in the diff. But first things first, I just want to do a quick check. So part of these instructions, they tell you to unlock test performed. Left hand forward, left hand back, right hand forward, right hand back. So got to test to see what's going on in here. So I don't know how well you can see because it's getting pretty dark. Okay, right hand forward, right hand back. Left hand forward, left hand back. There you go. Both wheels spin the correct orientation when I'm spinning it. So both go forward, go back when I do both of these. So ticker, 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 ticker. Fill that out. Send her in. We got warranty on our diff this time because last time I didn't fill it out and didn't get warranty. Anyway, righto. So that's a wrap. We are everything's done, tested. I went for a quick hit. Seemed to launch okay. No vibrations, no rattles, no diff wear. So yeah, it's all buttoned back up. Now clean the fuel filter, clean the oil filter, clean the air filter. I've got a spare radiator belt, fan belt for the alternator. I've got spare axles, all the gaskets to replace said axles. I don't know what else I could pack. This thing is loaded. There are so many things that we're carting with this. Just I don't know if it's for the sake of it or because it's going to be worth having. Now we're loaded up on the trailer. We're tied down. That means next video we're at Willowbank racing the 4B drags. Well, test and tune before the 4B drags anyway. But mate Brett's trailer. He's got the old lock and load straps and all the stuff. He's done it pretty good. Bought a nice trailer. So yeah, as you can see, tail shaft's in. I don't know how well you can see that. And also got the new guard for the flywheel. Because you know, it was about this time last year we spat it out the side of the car. We don't want to go doing that again. So protection is key. So yeah, as you can see, we're wrapped up, done and dusted. Make sure you subscribe, share, all that lovely stuff, because I need some help getting my stuff out there. I'm posting videos and YouTube's not helping me, so I need help from you guys. Get it out there for me. But like, be part of the Troopy Groupie gang. Thanks for watching. See you at Willowbank.